Peace and love, everyone. Sending everyone peace and love, unity. So, in today's video, as you can see from the title, we're going to be discussing 5 ways to protect yourself against spiritual attacks. So, we're going to start off with number one, right? So, firstly, let me start off with how spiritual attacks are formed. So, spiritual attacks can appear through either enemies, spirits, or any form of demonic attacks that try and, get sent your way. So these are the ways to protect yourself and block yourself and shield yourself from these type of attacks. Um, Now, you have to be very, very careful when it comes to these spiritual attacks and how to defend yourself. So here's the correct procedures of, dropping the 5 ways. And this is from my own experience as well. So let me get right into it. So the first one, cleanse your space and area and cleanse your spirit. Burn sage and crystal baths. So firstly, when I say cleanse your space, I'm talking like make sure even your room, make sure your room is tidy. Because a lot of, negative spirits get sent your way when, your area is not clean. So you have to make sure your area is clean. So everything around you have to make sure everything around you is clean. Because a lot of negative and demonic spirits try and find their way through unclean areas. Um, Now, not just your room, not just your room. Of course, your room is one of them, but most importantly, your spirit as well. Make sure your spirit is clean. Make sure, that everything about your body is of a natural state. And just make sure you're burning sage a lot. Make sure you're cleansing at least every week. Every week, you must be cleansing at least every week, like burning sage at least, every week. Um, Crystal baths. This is another way. Spiritual baths, which is, and crystal baths as well. Set intentions when you're bathing, because remember, right, water is energy. The water energy is connected with obviously the sea and, the ocean. The water is very, very feminine, so the water is very, very cleansing. So you can actually set intentions by being in a bath or by showering. You can set intentions to cleanse away your spirit from any negative energies that was sent your way. So yeah, set intentions when you're bathing. And crystal baths is good as well because you can actually place the crystals in the bath while you're meditating or while you're cleansing. This is a good way to cleanse your spirit. And this can block away any negative spirits sent your way. All right, second one, create a force field around your aura. So you want to make sure that your aura is protected, right? You want to make sure your aura is like, for example, imagine, like, vision yourself with a force field, like an aura around, a force field around your aura, and set the intentions that this energetic aura field is to protect you through light energy and through like even fire as well. That's very, very protective as well. So yeah, just imagine an aura or force field around you protecting you, and do some energy work with that as well. Yeah. Third one, make sure you're eating healthy and you're putting organic things inside of you. So for example, right, even the littlest things can play a big role in how you're protecting yourself from shielding away any type of negative attacks, right? Um, you want to make sure you're eating healthy because when you're eating healthy, this keeps you on a positive high vibration. But when you're eating negative foods like junk foods and meat and all these toxic foods, this can lower your vibration and this can block your pineal gland because what you eat consumes you. So you are what you eat. So you want to make sure you're eating life. So you want to make sure you're eating organic foods, things that come from the earth. Um, and this will raise your vibration. And the more highest your vibration is, the higher your vibration is the more protected you are by the universe and by by spirit and by the universe. So that's the third way. Fourth way is you want to call upon your ancestors. um you definitely want to call upon your ancestors and any deities that you work with, right? So um If you have a certain deity that you work with, you can call upon that certain deity to protect you, or you can call upon your ancestors to protect you. There's nothing wrong with asking for assistance and guidance. This is another way to protect yourself from any type of spiritual attacks or any type of psychic attacks. So, yeah, call upon your deities or call upon your ancestors and connect with them. This is the most powerful way to protect yourself. Yeah. Fifth one and the final one, say out loud that you've caught any enemy that has been sent your way. So you want to say out loud that you've caught them, or any person that was sending you psychic attacks. You want to shout loudly so the universe can, be aware of everything that's taken place. So the universe can be aware of any type of psychic attacks being sent your way. This will keep you present, and this will keep you very, very present in the moment. So you will know exactly what's taking place. Because usually when people go through spiritual attacks, they get confused and they get blinded and they're not too sure what's going on. So you want to be very, very aware of what's going on. The moment you shout out loud, you know exactly what the enemy is doing or exactly what type of spirit is, doing to you. If you say out loud that you've caught them, this is the best way to protect yourself. So yeah, this will keep you in the present moment 100%. You want to say out loud that you've caught, the enemies. So yeah, these were the 5 ways to protect yourself. Yeah.